What is up, everybody? We are here in my 911 996 2000 Porsche. We're going to take you on a little drive. We're going to start this thing up. It's really cold here in New England. We're going to take it for a ride, and we're going to talk about the thing and what I've done. And I know I've been really bad about the videos, but hopefully I can get better, and we'll talk about this car, what it cost, the plan for it now going forward, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Sounds good. Just gave it a fire up here. Turn the radio down so we don't get busted for copyright. This is it. Yep, all the gauges work. We've got the only other light that's on that shouldn't be on is the airbag light. I have not figured that out yet. These two go off. I take that back. This one will go off once you start moving. Stability management stays on because there's an issue with the ABS system, but everything else works. Let's see, we got the double din, the gauges, and then we got the wiring mess in the back. What do we got? We are in the midst of trying to clean everything up, but I haven't put any of the interior back together yet, so that's about it. Not much else. Let's take her for a cruise, and we'll see how she does. We just got her going, taking her out of the stable. It's freezing here. It's only 15 degrees, so it'll take a little while to warm it up. This camera looks really shaky, which I think it actually is. The car is on coilover, so it's a really stiff ride. It handles well, but it's stiff through bumps or whatever. It's pretty rough. Let's see. The car's a 2000 911 996. I bought it as a roller. The motor and trans were out of the car when I got it. Previous owner said he was going to do a LS swap himself, but never got around to it. I don't really think I believe him. It just didn't seem like it was in an LS swap situation. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Anyways, got the car as a roller. Motor and trans came with it. I only needed the trans. I knew I was going to use it. Let's see. I picked up a stock 2000 iron 4.8. I did just valve springs in it. I just wanted to get the car running. Didn't want anything obnoxiously loud because I want to drive the car a lot. Let's see. And then we went from there. I got a kit from Stuttgart Muscle, which is now defunct. I think they got bought by somebody, Chavis something maybe, I'm not really sure, I forget. Got that kit. Let's see, the motor mounts, adapter plate, and the clutch and flywheel all came from them. Got the car going. It's got twin 51mm turbos on it, eBay special. They're small, but I figured they do pretty good with the 4.8, and they seem to so far. I've got a lot of timing pulled out of it. The car needs a lot of tuning still. It handles pretty well. It runs great. Everything works. Heat works. I do not have air conditioning on it yet. I am hooking that up this year. I got the car going kind of late in the year. It took me longer than I expected, waiting on parts and just everything else. It was absolutely ridiculous to wait for stuff. Let's see what else. That's about it. Let's see. Let's talk cost. Now, yes, I bought this car to do it as a budget. Sounds kind of ridiculous as a Porsche is concerned, but I wanted a budget car. I like budget builds. You got to stick to a budget, or you can go anywhere. Which which is why I didn't change anything with the motor or anything. So, car was $6,500. Came with a motor and trans. I sold the motor for $2,500. I didn't know anything about it. The adapter kit, all that is $3,000 total. You know, the turbos is all, a lot of this is all shit I had laying around from other stuff I was planning to do. Bought this, bought that. I really didn't buy much else. It's on a stock P59 computer. I tuned it with HP tuners. Let's see, made my own harness. That was all free. It does have flex fuel sensor, but I haven't run it yet. This is the stock fuel pump for the car. I don't know how much it'll handle. It seems to be handling the boost just fine so far. But I'll probably end up changing it this spring. So let's see, 65, sold the motor for 25, that's $4,000. 3 for the kit, that's what, 7. I've got a lot of time into it because obviously no one does a turbo setup on these. Only one guy on LS1 Tech who had done one, and he didn't really have very much information. It was really just kind of pics of his turbos and what he was doing. I don't know. I didn't gain much inspiration from that at all. So, ooh, Jesus. Let's see. I had to buy some odds and ends for the car. I was missing weird parts here and there. Overall, it was in okay shape. It's got some body work that's been done to it, so the car's gonna need paint. I'll look into that this year, but all in all, I'd say I'm into it for less than $10,000. So here's the big question: did Hoovy go wrong by having someone else do his? Does anyone go wrong by having a company build them one? I don't really know. I know what it cost me. The value of these have gone way up since I got this one. They're hard to find just a shell or anything. I mean, you're gonna pay $20,000 for a decent one at this point. And then what? I mean, I guess you could sell the motor and recoup some of that. That's always a quality thing if you can get a good running one with a healthy engine. So I don't know. Hoovy said he spent $30,000. That's a lot of money, but it launched this channel too, so take that into account. All that money spent was well worth it for him. To have Renegade Hybrids build you one, I mean, you're probably talking $30,000 too. Buy a turnkey motor for $8,500. I mean, this stuff adds up really quick, which is why I paid $100 for my 4.8. I don't know. I could go either way. If I had the money, yeah, maybe I'd have someone build me one, but I had a lot of fun building it. It was frustrating too. A lot of frustrations. But, oh, so worth it. The car is so much fun. Let's see, plans for the spring. It has air-to-air intercoolers. I'm having an issue with my intake air temp. It's heat soaking bad. There's no air back there. I knew this was going to happen. I'm going to go to an air-to-water setup. I'll get a heat exchanger. I'm going to probably do some barrel style intercoolers for the air-to-water, and we'll see what happens from there. Those are some of my plans as of now. Air conditioning's getting added. I got to look into that. Let's see, what else? That's about all I can think of right now. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. I think that covers mostly everything, pretty much. The car's fun. It drives great. It's really... I don't particularly care for the gearing. That is one of my biggest complaints. Or at least on the highway. From a dig, this thing is short geared and it's really snappy. Let's see, the wastegates are set at about 7 psi right now. So So the car's, it's not bad. It goes pretty good. I need to tune it. I need it on a dyno. I've also been playing with the idea of getting an aluminum block. I've got a lot of heat issues back there, and I don't know if it's all from the iron block or if it's from, I really don't know what it's from, to be honest. Like I said, toying with all this, I don't really know where we're gonna end up. I mean, it was a project car. I really have fun building them. Sometimes I have more fun building them than actually driving them. I think Matt Apple has said that too. So. Oh yes. Listen to that. Yeah, that's about like 2,800 RPM. They start spooling really early. I think I do have a little boost leak because it seems like they should spool earlier or get a lot of boost early. I don't know. Still playing with everything, so it's still fun. Still sorting everything out. It's got a lot of fuel in it, although it is cold right now. So, well, let's see. It's 14 degrees, and my intake air temperature is 50 right now. So obviously, you know, there's no air. I think I've done a walk around. The back of these things is like, it's so cramped back there. There's no room for anything. It's amazing. It's amazing anybody really can get these things in, and I did it with twin turbos, which is really tight. So those are my thoughts. That's where the car is right now. Love driving it. It's really fun. Got some more sorting out with the car, and we'll go from there.